Ricky Hatton was a British boxing great who became a two-division world champion. He stood only 5 feet 6 inches tall and competed primarily at light welterweight, around 140 pounds, and later at welterweight, 147 pounds. Over a 15-year career, 1997 to 2012, he won multiple world titles and was known for his fearless style. In fact, Hatton won the WBA, IBO and IBF light welterweight titles and the WBA welterweight world championship. In his prime, he went 43-0 before losing to Floyd Mayweather Jr. in 2007. Richard John Hatton was born on October 6, 1978 and grew up in a working-class family in Greater Manchester. He was born in Stockport and raised on the Hattersley Council Estate in Hyde. His parents, Mother Carol and Father Ray, ran a local pub and also ran a carpet business where Ricky briefly worked after leaving school. He attended Hattersley High School. Ricky wasn't the only athlete in the family. His father and grandfather had both played football for Rochdale, and his older brother Matthew later became a pro boxer as well. From a young age, Ricky was obsessed with boxing. He first stepped into a boxing gym around age 10 and quickly showed talent. After an amateur career where he racked up 7 national titles, he turned professional at 18. Amateur career. Hatton's amateur run was short but impressive. He won 7 British titles in the junior and youth ranks before controversially losing at the 1996 IBO World Youth Championships. That disputed loss pushed him to quit amateur boxing. By 1997, he was ready to go pro. Hatton based himself at Billy the Preacher Graham's gym in Manchester, where he polished his aggressive, crowd-pleasing style. Professional career. Ricky made his professional debut in September 1997 and quickly became a fan favorite thanks to his never-quit style. In his early pro years, he won regional titles and went undefeated. He captured the British and World Boxing Union WBU light welterweight belts by the early 2000s, defending the WBU title a record 15 times. The highlight of Hatton's boxing career came in 2005. In Manchester on June 5, 2005, Hatton pulled off a massive upset. He stopped IBF champ Kostya Tsayu in the 11th round, adding Tsayu's world light welterweight title to his resume. The crowd of over 20,000 at the Manchester Arena went wild as Hatton, the hometown hero, fulfilled his dream of becoming a true world champion. Later that year, he solidified his standing by beating Carlos Mausa to unify the IBF and WBA super light welterweight titles. He would even earn the Ring Magazine's 2005 Fighter of the Year award. In 2006, Hatton moved up a weight class to welterweight. On May 13th, he faced Luis Collazo for the vacant WBA welterweight title. Hatton won a tough fight, knocking Collazo down in the first round and ultimately taking the belt on points. He successfully defended that title once. By the end of 2006, Hatton's record stood at 43-0, and he was one of boxing's biggest stars. However, 2007 brought 2 career-changing losses. In December 2007, Hatton faced unbeaten Floyd Mayweather Jr. in Las Vegas in a clash of titans. Mayweather, the pound-for-pound king, outboxed Hatton and knocked him down twice on the way to a win. That defeat, the first of Hatton's career, was a turning point. 2 years later, on May 2, 2009, Hatton took on Manny Pacquiao in Las Vegas. Pacquiao's speed and power proved too much, and Hatton suffered a third-round knockout. By that point, Hatton's perfect 43-0 record was no more. After the Pacquiao loss, Hatton's career wound down. In 2012, he attempted one more comeback fight in his native Manchester. But in November 2012, he was knocked out in the 9th round by Vyacheslav Senchenko, officially ending his boxing career. In retirement, he later joked that he had actually announced another comeback for late 2025, a planned 8-round bout in Dubai, but tragically he passed away before that fight could happen. Overall, Hatton retired with a record of 45 wins, 32 by KO, and 3 losses. Training career. After hanging up the gloves, Hatton stayed deeply involved in boxing. He started Hatton Promotions and worked as a trainer and mentor for young fighters. His stable included talented boxers like Martin Murray and Tommy Fury. Notably, Hatton even linked up again with Tyson Fury, Tommy's half-brother. When Tyson Fury began his comeback in 2017, he recruited Hatton as an assistant trainer to help in camp. In training others, Hatton earned respect as one of the most influential figures in British boxing post-retirement. Outside the ring, off-camera, Hatton remained a larger-than-life personality. He was a proud Manchester City fan. He famously entered the ring to their anthem Blue Moon and was known for a boisterous, everyman image. In 2007, he was even awarded an MBE for his services to boxing. He stayed in the public eye through TV appearances. For example, he was a contestant on the reality skating series Dancing on Ice in 2024. Hatton also did after-dinner speaking tours and charity events. Those who knew him recall his quick wit and humor. In late 2024, he had a brief celebrity romance with actress Claire Sweeney, meeting on Dancing on Ice, though that ended by the end of the year. Throughout, he was widely regarded as one of Britain's greatest boxers and the people's champion, attracting fans of all kinds. Humanitarian and charitable efforts. In his later years, Hatton was open about struggles he faced outside the ring, and he used his experience to help others. He publicly talked about his battles with depression, alcohol, and even drug use after retirement. He admitted in interviews that he had hit rock bottom and even contemplated suicide during dark times. Hatton decided to turn that around by speaking out. In 2023, he became an official ambassador for the UK's suicide prevention charity campaign against living miserably calm. Through Calm and other appearances, he urged people to talk about mental health and reach out for support, even citing how the hardest fight happens in the mind, as fellow boxers like Amir Khan noted in tributes. His candor on these issues won Hatton praise as a role model off the canvas. Personal life. Ricky Hatton never married, but family was always important to him. He had a long-term relationship on and off with Jennifer Dooley from about 2005 to 2016. Jennifer was the mother of his two daughters, Millie, born 2011, and Fern, born 2013. From a previous relationship, he had an older son, Campbell, born 2001, with ex-girlfriend Claire, who actually also pursued boxing for a time. In total, Hatton was a proud father of three. By 2025, he even became a grandfather. Campbell's daughter Lila was born in 2020. Reports noted that Hatton remained on friendly terms with Campbell and the girls, even as he worked through ups and downs in his family life. Religion was not a major public factor in Hatton's life. He rarely spoke about it, so he is generally not identified with any particular faith. Death. In the most recent update to his story, we sadly note that Ricky Hatton passed away in 2025. On Sunday, September 14, 2025, police were called to a home in Hyde, Greater Manchester, and found Hatton's body. He was just 46 years old. Greater Manchester Police confirmed that they were not treating the death as suspicious. The World Boxing Association later announced his death, mourning the loss of a true champion, an indomitable spirit, and a legend of the sport. Boxers around the world paid tribute, calling him a warrior inside the ring and a kind, courageous man outside it. Lifestyle and net worth. Throughout and after his career, Ricky Hatton enjoyed the trappings of success. He earned an estimated $65 million in fight purses, and at the time of his death his personal fortune was reported around $40 million, about 35 million pounds. A lot of that went into a lavish lifestyle. For example, Hatton owned a sprawling mansion in the G-Cross area of Greater Manchester, complete with luxury amenities, heated indoor pool, cinema, spa, and once valued around £2 million. He also invested in property, including a stake in a large mixed-use development in Leicester. On the road, Hatton favored top-tier vehicles. Over the years, he was seen driving luxury cars befitting a world champion. Rumors say he once had a Rolls-Royce and even a custom Range Rover. He was also fond of pranks, famously arriving at a gym in a replica of the classic Only Fools and Horses van, showing he didn't take himself too seriously. In short, Hatton's net worth and business ventures reflected his 15-year career at the top of boxing. To sum up, Ricky the Hitman Hatton's life was a roller coaster of triumph and tribulation. From humble beginnings in Stockport to conquering world champions in packed arenas, he inspired legions of fans with his fearless heart. He also faced serious personal battles and was admired for how he shared them to help others. His recent death at 46 makes his story even more poignant. We hope this video has given you a full picture of his remarkable journey, the fights, the friendships, and the indelible mark he left on boxing history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about Hatton's life, please give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and be sure to subscribe so you won't miss our next sports biography. Rest in peace, Ricky Hatton. You'll be missed by fight fans everywhere.